Hey, do you want to plan for your e-commerce business launch successfully without having to fall into the common traps made by entrepreneurs who end up sadly closing their business within the first year? This episode is just for you, so keep listening.
If you had my love and I gave you all my trust, would you comfort me? And if somehow you know that your love would be untrue, would you lie to me and call me baby?
Well, hello, dear Queen Boss, and welcome to another episode of the e-commerce Queen Boss podcast. This is going to be the episode number 4 as a continuity of the previous episode where I was talking about the top mistakes made by e-commerce entrepreneurs. And if it's your first time around here, well, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Sohair Ghanem. I am your host and e-commerce entrepreneur, a keynote speaker, and I help queen bosses like you to build their own e-commerce brand through experience and consumer psychology marketing. And so with brand new episodes dropping every Monday and Wednesday, you are in the right place to learn how to build your own kick-ass e-commerce empire with ease, flow, and grace. And so by the end of this episode, I will walk you through 2 more steps or 2 common mistakes made by e-commerce entrepreneurs who sadly end up having to close their business doors within the first year. And also, if you feel stuck or overwhelmed in your e-commerce business, not knowing really what's the next step to take into your business to make money, stick until the end because I have something amazing for you, sweetie. On the side note, I would love to know where you're taking me today. Are we in your car? Are you working out? Right? Let me know what we are doing and slide into my Instagram DMs because that's where I hang out and this is where you'll find me. Also, if you're listening to this episode through the Anchor podcast application, do let me know and send me a message. Send me your questions so I can also cover them into Q&A special episode Ask Sohair. Ask me anything and I will cover that into our next episode. So let's dive deeper into the last episode and keep on covering the top mistakes, because obviously if you're listening to this audio, you are in a better place to avoid those common mistakes. And the next one that I want to cover on the top of the ones that I covered previously is to plan for a marketing budget. So if you remember the story that I laid down in the previous episode, usually e-commerce entrepreneurs tend to spend all their budget on bringing their inventory together. And when they reach the point where they realize how much marketing truly is important and how much it truly is priced at, right? In general, all those expenses that you have to, plan for, well, they end up not having anything left aside because obviously all the money is gone into the inventory, etc. So the next one is obviously to plan for a marketing budget. Again, do not invest all your money into getting your inventory together. When you will work on your launch, you will need to invest on things like professional photos or videos. If you can take care of those things yourself, well, that's amazing. But otherwise, just let people who knows how to do it handle this part for you. Believe me, that's going to save you time, energy, and so much stress that you can just let go of and that you do not need at all, especially on the top of a launch, which is a lot of things to handle already. So you will also need to use paid advertising to, push your content and product in front of a larger audience, right? So that will require you to learn about online advertisements, and that can be Facebook ads or Google ads or influencers marketing and all the different ways that you can push for your product in front of more audience. And yes, you will find a lot of information for free about those things, but again, having at least one-on-one session with an ad expert who can give you personalized tips is better. So plan for this as an expense on your marketing budget too. So you get to ask them your questions, and they get to give you really a plan that is tailored for your own business, which you will never be able to do if you just go and hang out on Google and YouTube University, or it's just gonna take time which you don't have and things like that. So what you truly want is to have something that is made, tips and advertisement, especially if you are planning to invest into Facebook advertisement, is to have exactly what you need for your own business, and not something that was applied by someone else, but something truly a strategy that truly is made for your own e-commerce and for your own brand. Right, so the next mistake that e-commerce entrepreneurs tend to do is that they want to learn everything by themselves. And all that is just to, avoid having to pay for knowledge and support from professional people. But the thing is that these professional people, they can get you to reach your goals way faster. And that goes from a simple consulting service, like I said, with the Facebook or Google ad expert or e-commerce expert. That goes from that to delegating a task to people who can just do it better and faster because they already master those things. And so, yes, as entrepreneurs, we want to maximize our resources, but here's the thing, that shouldn't be or coming at the expense of your business success, right? So take care of what you truly master in your business, and the rest just delegate it to people who can master them too. This is truly and just simply and logically how you maximize your budget and time for the better. So, planning ahead for those expenses is the best practice to implement in your e-commerce business, because believe me, those are the top mistakes made by people who just end up closing their business within the first year. So that is the part 2 of this episode in here, and I will probably come back with some more mistakes because, as I explained in the previous episode, one mistake is leading to another and to another until the business has to be closed, right? So what I want to do is to guide you so you will avoid this nightmare and having to deal with all the drama and, just wasting your time and your money, right? So, all right, as mentioned at the beginning of this episode, I'm preparing a very, very specific and special free training on how to get unstuck with your business, which I'm very known by my client to be really good at helping e-commerce entrepreneurs with their next step strategy when they feel stuck or confused. So my From Confused to Profitable 4 parts training is happening very, very soon in September. So get your sweet butt registered at bit.ly from confused to profitable, all that in cap, and I will leave the link in the show notes. In this free challenge, I will be covering how to shatter the mental blocks that are holding you back from making the money that you truly want in your e-commerce business. You know, those nasty thoughts that just are keeping you from going into your next level. I will also cover how to gain clarity on how to sell your product with ease, because yes, it is possible. You will be learning the launch strategies that help me to sell out my clothing collections, as well as how to drive your first marketing campaign that converts. So this is it. Head over to bit.ly/ from confused to profitable, all in cap. Again, my name is Soher, and it was an absolute pleasure to serve you today. Until the next time, have a blessed day, sweetie.